Are you ready to make something cute today? I am, and I'm Helen, and welcome to another Simply Made Sunday. So today I have a lovely little project. It's very similar to the larger file folder that I made a couple of weeks ago, and that will be linked down below. But this one is made using the dies because I have the dies to actually make the file folder for this one. So it's really nice and easy to get that cut out and all the mats all done for you as well. So I've done a bit of prep, but I want to show you first what I'll be using. If you want to skip straight to the tutorial, just skip ahead. Okay, so I'll be using today the accessories die set, and I have a special deal for you, a little bundle for this and the file folder thingies. I will put that here. And I don't have a price for this yet because I'm filming this in advance. So here is the die set. So this is going to make your file folder box, and I do have a little sample here. It's very well loved and used, but this is what it makes. It's going to hold our file folders for you. And in this die set you also get one to make a smaller one as well, so you can make two little dinky ones, and this will also hold the small album. So I have an album that I'm halfway making through. It's ready to go with the pages, and that will also fit in there. So if you have the small album, it will fit in there as well, and there's plenty of room there for other bits and bobs to pop in there, which we will be doing today. So we have here the stitched mats here, and the ornate detail at the top, and this little mat here will fit in all of those as well. And this is a little base here for the little square one. Okay, so that's the accessories die set, and we'll be teaming that with the portrait album die set. So if you wanted to make a complete album using this die set, you will need to get the medium album or the small album, and then you will be able to mix and match and play with that, and the binding will be in those sets to make this page up. But today we're going to be using this as a standalone item. So here are the dies. You get 14 in there. It's quite a few. You get the lace die here, you get the main page die here, which is what we're going to be using to make our little file folders. You get a mat there, lots of accessories, and you also get the index tab as well, which I love. And you get a selection here of pockets. You've got the side pockets. We have two little pockets here. This one is slightly bigger than this one there. This was designed to go with the flexible gift bag. The sample here is using the flexible gift bag, but we're not going to be using that today. We got a waterfall element there and two nesting shaped dies or label tabs as well. So those are the die sets. So I'll also be using, we're almost there, we'll also be using the Scandi Dreams paper pack, which was released in January, and Pink Cotton, which is the foundations card from Creative Expressions. I love their card. So let's go through the cutting guide. We're going to be starting off with the accessories first. This is going to make our lovely file folder box. So what have I cut? So I have cut one main piece. I've chosen pink for that. I have die cut one of those with the little tabs at the bottom there, and two of these rectangles. That's going to be the base, and if you can hear a funny noise, that's my printer. If not, no need to worry. And then I have all of these mats cut out as well. So I have actually done double mats. So I'm going to have the brick on the inside. So two of those, and again it's done all the beautiful stitching there. And then two of those as well, that one and that one, and then two mats here for that section as well. So let's get this popped together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble this together flat, add my mats, and then assemble everything. But I will be adding the brick, the inside mats, last, because I will have tabs to cover up with those mats. So let's pop those aside from what I've chosen to have on the inside, and these are going to be my outside mats. And I'm not going to decide which way is which until I've put it together and I know which way is which, because you can spend about 5 to 10 minutes trying to work stuff out when it's easier just to have it half assembled, so then it's clear where things go. So I'm just going to fold these tabs up. Again, this cuts everything out all in one go. It does all the score lines as well, You will need a large format machine. I've used my Sizzix Switch, which I will leave linked down below. Oh, there's 2 more score lines there. Again, use a bone folder. It really does help press those lines down. Lovely folds there. Okay, let's get this popped together. Okay, I am just going to make a couple of snips here just to make this in line. There we go. There we go. You won't need to do that when you make the smaller one. Okay, so now I have all of these tabs inside here that I would like to cover up. But first, I'm just going to add my extra piece of card at the bottom. I add this for strength as well. And if you want to add another one to the inside to cover the tabs, you can do. Okay, and I'm going to add one more mat in there. This measures 2 1/4. Yep, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Let's glue that in, and then we can move on to the file folders, which are super duper easy. So you can easily get this project done in a few hours. It may take a little bit longer if you want to start adding your photographs. Okay, so there we have the inside done. Now moving on to this one. So moving on now to the portrait album die set, and I'm going to be using the main die and this die here. So let's grab that out, and I'm going to be cutting that out from pink cardstock. Again, this will look great with blue cardstock or violet. Okay, that has die cut everything out all in one go. I'm just going to tear these off. And then I'm going to stick this back into the paper pack and keep that. Okay, and then we have the page mat here, and I've got a selection of papers to choose from. So I have a few leftovers, which is good because you may have to cut extra because these actually fit inside the file folders, not the file folders. No. I cannot talk today. Okay, so here we have the main page. We're going to fold that over. Again, bone folder. I say this a lot and I say it every time. Use your bone folder to get really nice creases. And add my Cosmic Shimmer. Just on the tab here. So this will make a wonderful Sunday afternoon project, which is the idea behind Simply Made Sundays. Give me a like, thumbs up if you're enjoying this series. It's an ongoing series, it's not going away. And let me know, do you prefer boxes and bags as 3D makes for Simply Made Sundays, or more album memory keeping things? I would love to know, because I really want to tailor make these videos to what you all like. Okay, so here we have the file folder now. So usually this would section here, this end or this end would slide onto your binding to make an album. Oh, I could demonstrate here. So this would normally slide onto there, so that will fit the small album. You can trim down your binding as well and have it on the side there, but if you already have the small album, you won't be needing this at all because it comes with the pages, but you can mix and match these pages with the small and the medium. Okay, let's get matting. Let's quickly show you this first. This is the index tab, and with a lot of my offcuts, as you can see, I have cut an index tab from each one, and I have one already prepared because I've done all of these. I've done 5 here and I've got one more to go. So let's choose. I like to see everything all lined up, how it's going to be. So I need to pop this tab on first, so I'm going to use this as my template. I'm going to pop this on the top. Now I need that to go there, that's why I'm using this one to line the next one up, and I did that for all of these. Just a little line of glue, line that up, glue that on. Again, Cosmic Shimmer will dry clear, and then that will go behind there, and that will be all lined up now perfectly with these two. Now the reason why I didn't go all the way down to the bottom is because of this section. Oh, that feels really nice and sturdy now that I've got all of those layers popped on, and those fit inside there. So this is really coming along. It's very pretty. I love it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's choose our papers. Right, so I've got the brick wall there. I love the pink brick wall. I really do. Right, so which one shall I choose? Do we want to repeat it? So I'm not going to edit this bit out because this is my decision making process, and I think it's nice if you can actually, you know, listen to me as I babble on about what I'm making and how I'm making my decisions. Okay, I've got 2 of those blue, so I'm definitely going to use a blue on the back. No, I like this one more. That's got more of the blue, so that's going on the back. Actually, I'll just double check the backs here. No, I haven't used that yet, so I have a choice here. I don't really want to use a plain. I have a choice here, so we are going to have to choose a repeat. I'm going to go for this one because then I have the second page with that pattern, this one at the back like that, and then it also repeats with this on the front, so it's kind of like a trio. I'm hoping that makes sense. Anyway, those are my thoughts on how I make my decisions on things. So this blue one here is going to go on to the back. And another tip is there's a lot of pinks and blues in this, so I do try to alternate a lot. I mean, I probably shouldn't have put these two together. I should have broken it up slightly. Maybe I could do that. I could turn that around and pop that one there, but then that would make that one too close to that one. So we'll keep things as they were. But yes, it's always good to have a little bit of a dry run just to check everything through. And if you want to die cut another of these index tabs, you can cover up the white patch on the back there. Just put another one on there. Where's my paper? Here it is. Oh, I must remove this. Dry glue on my fingers. I could spend hours picking that off afterwards. When I used to do the school run, that's what I would do. I would drop everything, leave the house, and then off I would go. Okay, I've made a bit of a boo-boo there. I wasn't planning on having those two the same because everything else is different, so maybe we should cover that up. Right, change of plan. This is fine. I'm not going to edit this out because these things happen. Just showing you how you can just change your direction. See, now I've got those two blue ones together. I'm just going to keep that as it is. If you fiddle too much, you are at risk of overdoing things, overthinking. I like that. I'm just going to simply cover this up because it's just a lot easier than having to make another one. So I could go for that one, but that is too close to this one. There we go, I'm happy with that. So just basically cover that up with another one. Again, I'm not going to edit this out. If you've had any awful mistakes, let me know in the comments below. Most mistakes you can correct them. But yes, patterned paper and getting it all right and matching it all up is a minefield, so it's just a process. There we go. Right, now I've got all of my file folders all ready to go, and that was a palaver just for some file folders. Okay, so let's pop those in there, see how they look. That's looking lovely. And then I have some offcuts here that I can quite easily add some photographs to. So I have this one here, can pop that on there. This is my daughter on her first birthday, and I think I would like to mat that. So let's grab some card. I'm gonna go for white. All you simply do is just add a little bit of glue. There we go. Isn't she cute? She's a teenager now. There we go. Definitely long past her first birthday. Right, so I'm going to use my brand new paper trimmer. You may have seen this in my craft haul from the other day. This is the Tim Holtz one. I do need to trim that down actually. Just going to trim that along there. I can still use that for scraps. So I'm just going to eyeball this. There's no specific measurements. As you can see, I popped my photograph on, left a border that looks even enough to my eye. And then I'm going to trim that off. And then pop that on. There we go. Got my little photo now, all matted. Is matted even a word? I know you could have matted for like matted hair, but it's a bit different when you're matting something. I guess you could probably still use that word, matted. I've matted something. To be proper, you could say, I've added a mat. Should I pop it on this one? Or we can have this one. That's nice. And then we have this pretty one here. That's very busy actually. I'm going to go for a more plain one because the photo is doing the talking. When I add it to this one, they're both doing the talking. Unless I add another blank mat, say a blue behind it, that breaks it up. That will break up the photo and bring the photo forward. Whereas this one, the focal point is everything. So I'm going to pop it onto a plain mat like that. I'm not going to even add foam pads or anything like that to add anything 3D, because if everything had that, it would be bulky. The odd one here and there will be fine. Pop that on. Now these are the page mats again that I've used from here. It will be this die right here. And now you can decorate that, add your journaling or a little saying or something, and then literally these just pop straight in there. And you can even add loose photographs in there as well. So I have another one, you can just pop those in there as well. So you can actually stuff some 6x4s in there. This is 4 inches wide, but you will be able to put a few 6x4 photos in there as well. And we also have this lovely lace detail here. This would look lovely with some mirror cardstock. You can add it to this side, or you can have it that way. You can have it this way. That would look really nice there. And you can add some extra embellishments there. You can trim out some of these lovely butterflies or moths here. And I know later in the year we are having an ephemera pack to match these papers. So we have more papers and the ephemera pack coming back, so I'm going to be doing quite a few more projects with these papers. Right, so that is the file folder, and I do have one other thing that I would like to show you that is going to fit in here. Let's just pop these in here just so it's ready to go. I'm going to save this for a nice occasion. This is actually lovely for keeping on like the coffee table. People will see this and they'll think, oh, let's have a quick look through, and it's really enjoyable watching someone, you know, have a look through and finding all the little hidey spots and saying, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, you've got that hiding there. Okay, so this will also fit inside here. This is an A6 notebook, so it's a standard size A6 notebook. This will fit in there perfectly. So if you do have a vacation or a holiday or even Christmas that you want to do, you can add all your special bits inside there, all your loose ephemera and things that you've collected, ticket stubs, and then inside here you can write down all of your memories. And again, you can even pop your photos in here as well. But this one has mermaids on. This is perfect. I love that. This goes really well with all of the colours in the papers, but I don't want the mermaids on there, so I'm going to just simply cover it up just like that. So this is an A6, so let's give you some measurements for the mats. I will have all of these, actually I'll write down a few of the extra mat sizes that I've done today. Those will be on my website, and the link for that will be down below. That link will take you straight to that blog post page, and everything will be there, the video, the supplies, and the measurements for the extra bits. So this is 3 3/4 by 5 5/8. That's for the outside mat, and the smaller one measures 3 1/2 by 5 3/8. So let's glue that together. There we go, and again you can embellish this, add your little notes or something on there, the title of where you've been. And if you're wondering where I got this notebook from, I bought it a few years ago. I got it from Wilkinson's. I don't know if they still do them, but they did packs of 3 A6 notepads. There we go, and there is our lovely little notepad with its beautiful iridescent covers to go perfectly with our little notebook, and you can even pop yourself in a little pen as well. So that is all ready now for you to play with, to decorate, to add your photos, to add your embellishments. I'm going to continue with this one probably when my ephemera packs come in, so that will be when I'll be adding some more decorations. If you don't want to wait for that, then you can use the paper pad and you can trim out some of the lovely embellishments there. We've got the moth, we've got flowers, we've got leaves, we've got hearts and birds. I'd leave the brick wall as it is. I'd use that as a background for adding a moth or a bird too. So that is today's project. I will link the deal down below. Everything else is listed as well as the blog page for the project for today, and everything will be there. So thank you very much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you again in my next video.